Forster with itunity.com, and I am here at the Nintex booth talking with Mike Fitzmaurice.
Hi.
And Mike's going to tell us all about himself and about Nintex and all of the cool things that they're doing, and I'm going to turn it right over to you, Mike.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. I'm the Vice President of Product Technology for Nintex. You can think of me as a strategist, a technical diplomat, a jack of all trades, a high-level advisor, and the person who gets to, on a very regular basis, explain to people just how great Nintex is. We're all about workflow for everyone. It's not just a marketing slogan, it's how we live our lives. The idea is anyone with a really good idea should be able to just, from inside SharePoint, drag, drop, and deploy. In fact, what Dan is doing back over here, he's dragged and dropped one little activity onto the canvas. The workflow's drawing itself. So if you know what you're doing, it saves you a ton of time. If you are new to the whole thing, we guide you through the entire process. The idea is, if you've got a good idea on how to save time, save money, do something good for your company, you should be able to do it like that directly inside of SharePoint. You can also make use of components that come from lots of other places. Other people may have built them for you. We might have them in the box. We're all about communication, orchestration, and integration. And it's not just about creating processes behind the scenes. We're also very, very fond of being able to create great UIs. So if you just want to make a nice form for something that looks inside of SharePoint, fine. If you're trying to create the UI for a sophisticated business process, that's also fine. It takes about one click. It takes about another click to make it mobile friendly, to make it work inside of a Yammer group, to make it work in Link, to make it work in email. Wherever the user is, we'll come to you. We'll be where the users are in order to make sure things work nicely. And when you're building processes, look, SharePoint's the center of the universe, but it's a big universe. And for that reason, we make it a point to integrate quite closely with a wide variety of services, both on-premise and online. Dan is, in fact, throwing in activities that communicate back and forth between on-premise SharePoint and Office 365. He's also tweeting the location of a document with one drag-and-drop activity, no fancy programming or anything. And he's advertising its existence on Yammer so everyone in the company knows to go out and promote this using their own vehicles. So we tie together social networking, line of business solutions, content repositories, everything under the sun inside of the Office 365 stack and everything on-premise in Microsoft land. We do this in the cloud, we do it on-premise, we do it on your mobile devices, we do it in social media channels. It's literally workflow for everyone.
That's some really sophisticated capability that you've got there. What kind of companies are using this?
The fun thing about workflow is everyone uses it, although they use it for very different things. So there is no typical customer other than to say very few people don't want to automate something.
That makes perfect sense.
And the value of the way Nintex works is not about making one solution better. We do that. But what we typically do is make the entire company better by putting these tools in everyone's hands. People with special skills or advanced abilities get rewarded for having them, make no mistake, but literally anyone with a good idea, and that includes IT's ability to manage it, should be able to have a very good time and get a whole lot done with our technology. You don't have to code like a developer, and you don't have to think like a developer.
That's important for users to be able
unless
to...
you are a developer. Yes, it is important, but we love developers too, and there are plenty of ways they can extend this for their customers.
Give us some examples of how developers are extending it.
Well, that marketplace, the Nintex store, the Nintex Live catalog contains a whole bunch of connections to other services out there. That can include Microsoft CRM, that can include content repositories like Office 365, and OneDrive, and Dropbox, and Box, and Google Apps, and so on and so forth. You can also have it contain connections to your own custom services. And all you need to do is write a web service, register it with us, and you're good to go. If you're on premise, you can do that. You also have the option to add code to our environment, or better still, just make a workflow, give it parameters, inputs and outputs, and I can write something, shall we say, geeky that knows how to interface with a line of business system, and then someone who knows a business process but has no idea how to talk to our human resources thing can just take advantage of this magic black box that says, find out somebody's leave balance so I know if they've accrued enough vacation time compared to the request they're making. It just works.
That's amazing. So what kind of announcements and cool things are you talking about here at the SharePoint Conference?
Well, the fun thing is we actually released our 2013 product 1 month before SharePoint was generally available in retail. We announced our Office 365 targeted technology when Office 365 was in beta and provided a technical preview, and we shipped the final service beginning last year. What this means is that people have been using our 2013 era technology for more than a year, and we've been collecting all kinds of stories. We've just passed 1,000 customers using us to connect to the cloud somehow. That could mean an on-premise workflow making use of cloud services. That could mean running our technology on Office 365 or in it. And it could also mean using our mobile apps in order to connect to, well, all 100% of your work in your pocket. For example, probably should have a Windows phone out, I apologize. But what I can do if I need to is get to every single piece of work that I have to do and every single business process I need to launch in one place. And this is also facilitated using the cloud. Windows Azure acts as a relay agent here. So customers have either been using remote forms or cloud connectivity or 100% cloud work, and we've just gotten past 1,000 customers using 1 in 5 Nintex customers is cloud connected, and we're helping with that.
So your customers are pretty advanced, or do you think
I
that's
think SharePoint
typical?
customers are pretty advanced. One has to answer that question carefully. We're built for everyone. So if you just want to review documents and put a nice little user interface on a SharePoint list, we're a fantastic tool for that. If you want to approve complex bank loans, or if you want to manage complex manufacturing processes, or if you need to collect massive amounts of data for people doing field inspections and so on, we do that too. Everyone literally means everyone.
That is amazing. Usually you hear the term everyone and you kind of go, yeah, everyone. But that sounds really like you are
That's kind of
serving
you to say.
everyone. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This has been fascinating.
It's been a pleasure.